Hey guys, happy November. This is our weekly team call, and we are stoked to talk to you guys about how to make November your best month because there's literally never been a better time for it. In case you haven't heard, the Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack is only $140. And I don't know how long you guys have been around, but that's like the best deal ever because that's never happened before, and there is a chance it may never happen again. So it's really important that we are utilizing it and you are following up. I know for myself personally, when I saw that on like the 31st, because Beachbody's awesome and they actually were trying to help as many people at Success Club as possible in October. So they released it like that deal at the end of the day around like 4 p.m. And so I just started sending out follow-ups for everybody who I'd ever had money objections from. And so on the first, I already hit Success Club 6. I think I'm at 10 or 12 right now. And it's just because like the fortune is in the follow-up, and that should be like your mantra this month. And just inviting and using this sale to the best of your ability to help people change their lives and get started on their health. This is something we're going to talk about tonight in different ways to do that and like really maximizing it. But I hope you guys see the potential. Anybody who's ever even had a money objection about coaching, we're going to talk about reaching out to all of the people who you've sent share cards to. Hopefully everybody's using share cards. We're going to talk about that a bit tonight. But it's just like literally the best deal ever. And even with the completion packs also being $20 off, people can get a completion pack for $130. And that's still 2 Success Club points. And like, that's the best deal. So even people who just want Shakeology this month, I have been really encouraging them to get a completion pack or a challenge pack because it's literally like $10 more or the same exact price. So it's definitely something everybody should be talking about. And I'm excited to talk to you guys about it tonight with Amber. But really quick, I want to call out Eden because she's been doing something really cool. And since we're talking about inviting and how to really rock November, I think it's cool to have a different approach. Sorry, my bags are driving me nuts, so I keep messing with them. But it's cool to see coaches trying different things in order to grow their business and getting outside their comfort zone. And we often, sorry, my bangs are driving me crazy, hide behind like our phones. And whether it is like just sending those invites with words or whatever, or like, it's cool because Eden's doing something different. So she can unmute herself and then tell you and give us an example.
So I've been mainly doing Instagram, and my old system was I would send an invite via text, like, and then when they reply, I would video message them. And I was getting such a really positive response from just video messaging them. Like everybody being like, wow, oh my God, I really appreciate a video over like just text or et cetera. Cause I was doing a lot of text before. So I was getting a really big response to that. And then I was like, I don't know why I'm not, or I had gotten sick and I was like, can you just upload like messages you've already like sent? Like if I've already sent to like, reply to somebody, can I just save it and then send it to somebody else? Because here I am like laying in bed totally sick, and you can. And so I was like, well, why don't I just send video invites instead of like text invites? And so I started sending just basically what my invite would be like for the month, just in a video messages. And I could totally share my screen and show you guys like what it actually looks like if you guys want to see it. Yeah? Okay. Hold on, let me see if it'll work. Is it coming up? There we go. So for an example, here's an invite that I sent today, and that's what her reply was, but here's my invite.
Babe, I just found myself staring at your Insta for a hot minute, and I love your vibe. I don't know if you saw, but I'm enrolling a new wave of ladies in Project U to get their health and fitness on with us. Let me know if you're interested in hearing all the deets. Babe,
so like where that little camera is right here, I would just click it and upload the video. So I'm not filming every single time. And that's what I've been doing. And it's only been 2 days. So let me stop the share. Uh-oh. There we go. It's only been 2 days though, but I've been doing, thanks. I've been doing that and it's been working really well. Like today I sent out, I think 30 so far. I usually do my inviting at night. And I got like 20 responses of people just responding to my video.
That's huge though, because I send out like a shit ton of invites, and I normally like that response rate. That's like way over 50%. That's amazing.
I had a lot of people tell me that they appreciate, because like when I send an invite, that's exactly what my invite actually says, like what I just said. But I think it's like the more personable part of it, like them hearing me talk like that, like, hey babe, like versus like, hey babe, like you could read that anyway. So I've been getting a lot of like, oh my God, I love that you videoed me and like asked me. And I'm like, cool. So I'm just going to keep doing that, especially since you can just save the video. It's not like you have to sit there every time and just record yourself, which I like.
It's way more authentic too. And I think a big part of what we do is we build trust. And one thing we've talked about with inviting before in your social media is like your inviting in your social media has to match up. Your social media is your storefront, and your invites are like the behind the counter, but it has to like build trust. If it's not building trust, you're not. And when you send that invite, if you're not like being you, people will feel that. And I think showing people your face and like hearing your voice and your energy is huge. And I love that. And I'm super proud of you, and I'm excited. I need to start implementing it myself because I just think that's really huge. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You want me to talk now?
We actually didn't. Like normally we're good and set a layout, and like we didn't. We know what we want to talk about. We just don't have like a order.
No, there's no plan. But so I am at Success Club 4, and usually, it takes me a few days to get going, and then I start helping people get started. But it's because there's this sale. I mean, like basically the very beginning of the month, I'm always talking about my upcoming challenge group. I always run mine on the third Monday of the month. So that gives me, as soon as it hits the first, I'm like, okay, let's talk about the third Monday of the month, which is always going to be, 15th through 19th is usually around that date. But with this sale, it's just such a great reason to follow up. Like we should be following up anyways. And Kate mentioned money objections, but I'm just talking to every single person I've ever sent anything to or talked to about it. So whether they brought up money or they just ghosted me, I'm still like telling them about the $20 off. So we were just going to share some different ways that just some different ideas. One thing that I've been doing, so I utilize ShareAcart. And so what I did is I went into my ShareAcart and went through everything that was, because it'll say sent, viewed, purchased, like to keep track of like after you've sent your ShareAcarts out. So anyone that viewed it, so anything that was sent or viewed, they all got an email script that said basically the same thing. I can show you guys. So let me see if I can make sure I had the right window up. But so if you haven't used ShareAcart, I would start using it. And then that way you always just have, something else to follow up with. And let's see, a million windows open. I don't have my ShareAcart up yet. Hold on. Sorry. The one thing I didn't pull up.
I think I have mine up.
Do you want to show yours? You can show yours, and then I can just show like what I've been sending people.
Okay. Cool. I actually want to make sure I have it. Okay, it's up on the screen. I have like a billion freaking tabs open.
Me too.
Like, what's happening? Oh wait, now I can't because my Zoom is doing that thing again. Never mind. I might not be able to share my screen because I was doing the phone call. Okay. Raffle. You should just share your screen because my decided it doesn't want to work for me.
No, that's okay. Let me just log in real quick. Bear with me, everyone. And some things that I've been doing to prep for is like, talking on my stories, which I do all the time anyways. I've noticed other coaches, I get ideas from other coaches too that aren't even on our team, and talking about it is great, but also any kind of visuals. So I noticed another coach that was like, it was written on her, she was talking, and then on the story, it was like $20 off boot camps right now. So whatever verbiage you use, whether that's boot camps, wellness, community, challenge group, I'm pretty boring. I always say fitness challenge. But make sure people know it's $20 off. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying that. So making sure that you're talking about it on your social media, making sure you're doing follow-ups. I went live on my main page, which I don't do that often, talking about my No BS November, which is just something I actually did 3 years ago, and it turned into like a free group. I don't do free groups anymore, but if you are a newer coach and you want practice, like I shared about on my page, I can share it with you guys too, but I shared my whole idea, my old video that I posted, and basically the breakdown of what a free group would look like. But basically talking about using the fact that this, you know, everything's $20 off, but also like letting people know that they can still get healthy in the holidays and that they can still have a life of balance and enjoy themselves. And, you know, the holidays are just a handful of days really between now and January. And I did start this time, it was the end of October 4 years ago, but, you know, I really got into it in November. So don't think that everybody's going to say no. I started, you know, and a lot of people start. So just making sure that you're talking about it now. So anytime anybody comments or likes or, you know, anything, that those are your people you can be following up with and starting those conversations with. So then you can get them into share a cart and you can do follow-ups. Like it's all like a cycle. You're constantly talking about it. You're constantly engaging new people. So then you have those people to follow up with. They're not all going to be like, sign me up. You know, when you post something on your story, you know, you might not get a ton of people that are like, yeah, but you know, it's just trying all the different things to get, you know, the conversation going. Or like Eden's doing, like whatever you can do to get a creative invite going. Okay, where's the share. Okay. Okay, my beautiful desktop. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so hope you guys know how to do this, but you can do a new enrollment order and you just enter their information and all you have to do, and you can decide if it's coach or customer. I'm not going to go through this right now, but it's so easy. And if you're setting them up as a coach at the same time, it's going to give them 25% off anything else that you add on. This is why I use scripts, because I'm always asking people, do you also want to try Energize, or I say all natural pre-workout, or do you want to, you know, I talk about the other products we have, so then I can build their cart for them and add it on. And even if they're not setting up as a coach right now, I think Energize it's like when you add it into the cart, it's discounting it. It's doing some kind of promotion. So even when I'm signing people up as just challengers, they're saving money. So yeah, it's just a really great way to increase your sales, let people see more of there is, you know, available to them. And if they want to be a coach, they get that 25% off. Okay, so you'll see like these are all the ones that I've sent, and then there's viewed. So that means they viewed it, but they didn't complete their order, and then purchased. So I went through and what I did is like I went into, well, not these two people because they just did it, but like this person, I wouldn't resend the email. What I was doing was, that's such a good deal. I was just hitting like copy shareable link and then going into my email, and I'm not going to create a whole email. I'll just show you like this one. Come on, open. Hello. There we go. So what I did is I'm also trying to talk about the coaching opportunity. I like made sure to say their name, and then they all said this. I noticed you didn't enroll with the previous challenger package we talked about, because I don't know, I might have talked to them 6 months ago. Like I might have talked to them 2 weeks ago. But I wanted to I wanted to reach out about November 19th, $20 off. And then I copied and pasted the link. So I copied it and then just put it back in here. So instead of resending it through Team Beachbody, I just wanted it to be more personal. So I just put it in there. And then I included this picture because I'm offering, if they want to upgrade as coach, I'm giving this book away. And nobody cares, but I'm still going to promote it. So
I would care. I'd do it.
I know, but nobody's been like, me. Like, I don't know. I'm still talking about it because I think it's cool, but whatever. So yeah, I sent that out to there's a lot of people. So I followed up that way. I also did a newsletter. Let me see if you, God. Sorry guys, I'm trying to navigate around everything. And you don't have to do this, but I wanted to show you guys how easy MailChimp is. You just create a campaign, and there's like all of these. Actually, if you go to template, you have to enter people's emails, obviously. So you like get people's emails, and then you can create templates. These are like old ones that I've done that save in here. But then you're basically like creating a campaign, which is a new email. But you can do a template and then just plug it in. So I did this one, which is really, really, really simple. I created, this is just an image that I made that I plug in every time as a header. And then this is just the most like simple. I mean, it literally is just plug and play. And then there's like this text, and then you can also import videos now. So I put this video in, I put this picture in. Yeah, I learned that because I got a newsletter from not a Beachbody coach, just somebody else. And I was like, how do you do that? And I was like, oh, MailChimp lets you do that. So, and this one in particular got way more views than normal. So I will send out like 1,700, and I'll have people unfollow. I'll have people or unsubscribe. I usually have a low click rate, but this time like 50% of people opened it. And then I made sure to include a photo of where I started 4 years ago, like my first challenge, to show like this was over the holidays and I started making changes. So it's pretty simple. I like to put a photo. I like it to be not too wordy. So in this case, my value was my video that I already made for my YouTube. It was kind of it was like ideas that I've been already sharing with my challenge group. So sometimes it'll be a recipe. Like I try to include some kind of value. So it's not just like, hi, sign up for my thing. You know, I'm trying to, I don't know. I want people to want to open my newsletter and not unsubscribe, even though it still happens. Yeah, and then right here is just a link. So this Love Amber is just an image that I created on Canva. So I literally plug in the header image, the Love Amber image. This is also another option to do a link. When you click on this, it literally just goes to my email. So yeah, it's nice. So then it just makes it easy. So people will like message me, I think I'm in this time or whatever. So don't save. So that's just an idea. I only do them once. I guess I can stop sharing now. I only do them newsletters like once a month, maybe twice a month. I don't want to like overkill, but I think the more simple, the better. I've also tried emailing like through Streak, where I do a mass email where it sends to everybody, and I'll do a regular email that's just to everybody, and I'll do like a picture, like a before and after or something, and I'll what's it called? Not when you attach it, when you embed it. Okay. There's an option. There's like when you can lay it in in Gmail, you can like lay the image in or attach it as a attachment, and I will put it in the email, and that's been effective as well. Yeah, those are just some of my ideas, like things I'm doing right now to try to follow up with people and get interest.
And so one thing I just want to go over with MailChimp. And this is a great way to add value for all those people who you have gotten their email and have ghosted you. I would just add them to a list. And so you go into MailChimp, you create lists, you just add their email and their name, and you can create that list in there. So anybody whose emails you've gotten, and that's why I think it's very important to always make sure you're getting people's email addresses. Also, because hopefully you're not running your business through Facebook Messenger. You want to actually run a business, and you don't have a business unless you have an email address and a contact list. And Lord knows something could happen with Facebook. Every once in a while you see horror stories about people's accounts being taken down, like coaches or whatever. So it's really important that you have people's emails so that you just have their actual like information, and you're not running your business through Instagram or I mean, you are, but like as far as like taking people through the scripts and stuff, use email. And then for the templates, yeah, it's so easy. I used to literally just copy and paste Amy's. I still get Amy's when I first started for that. But and if I'm looking for recipes, I always go to the Beachbody blog because if you didn't, you guys, it literally makes it so easy. Like you create a free MailChimp account, you create those lists, and then you can go to the Beachbody blog, and even if you did it every other week or once a month, you could just do a free thing of like recipes or fit Fitspo, I can't talk tonight, I'm sorry. And then talk about joining the team, joining your challenge group, what's going on with you, like all ways to keep people in the loop and add value. But it's really fun. I'm really stoked for the video thing. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, because you could even record, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Kate, but even if you don't have a YouTube and you just want to record, well, that, I don't know. I'm trying to think, because with the video import, I think it has to be YouTube link. I'm not sure. But I started my YouTube with my phone. Like, I mean, my first videos were me like in my car talking to my phone. So you could literally do, another thing I want to do is do like a 2 or 3 minute video, or even like a minute long video with an invite, kind of like Eden's idea, but then putting that into an email form. So they want to click it. And if there's like an image there, they're more likely, I know I would be, I'd be more likely to click on something like that.
And that's such a great idea. And it's what they call, and I remember, I think they talked about it at Tony Robbins or at some seminar, but like having an I can't use words, elevator pitch for your business and for like your challenge group and for what you do as a coach. So whether it's in person or something you can send via email, I think is really awesome. But having like a 60-second elevator pitch, when somebody asks you what you do you say your 9-to-5 job, or do you also say you're a coach? And once you say you're a coach, do you like freeze up? I used to freeze up, and then I figured out what to say. But I think it's important to like know how to approach what you're going to say. So I think that's an awesome idea. I wanted to share a follow-up that I have been sending to this month. And again, I did do it a lot for all the money objections, but I've literally been sending it to everybody anyways. I need to finish my newsletter that I'm horrible, you guys. I try to send them out at least every other week, and I haven't, but I'm on Melissa McAllister's list, and I'm pretty sure I get like 2 to 3 a week. So I have unsubscribed and I ended up resubscribed somehow. I don't know, but it's all like fit tips. And then there's always a prompt to join one of her groups. And I think it's important to remember with that too, like if you subscribe to a clothing company or a blog, you get emails from them all the time. And it's just like a business. And so that's something to remember. You're a business, so treating your business like a business. But this follow-up, and I've been like wording it, upcoming challenge and giveaway with $20 off. I said, hey, love, happy Friday in November. Obviously, I was sending this on the 1st. I hope your week is going well. We haven't been able to connect. I'm not sure if you got my last couple emails, but you expressed an interest in doing a group with me this year, and I wanted to see if you still had an interest in getting healthy with me this holiday season starting in November, if you would like to chat, or if you rather me take you off my contact list. These are people who I've like been talking to also for months or like a year, by the way. But I'm doing a little giveaway through this weekend where everyone who joins gets entered to win, because I have extra Recover lying around, like a tub of Recover. I didn't say that, but I just said everybody who joins gets entered to win my favorite post-workout supplement. But the first 15 women who enroll this month will also be receiving $20 off their pack, because I want to reward everyone for investing in their health and goals. Let me know either way. Talk soon, Kate. And okay, and we all know, yes, we know, if you have more than 15 people who are going to join you, like everybody's going to get that deal all month long. But when you say you have 15 people, that creates that urgency and that deadline for them to be like, okay, I got to do this. And I've literally seen so many coaches doing that. Like for the next 5 women who join, they get $20 off. And it's not being like false about it. It's just like using the deal in a way that works for other people's brains. Because if, you know, like I'll probably end up saying after I get 15 people signed up that I'm extending it all month long or something. But, you know, like, I don't know. There's always different ways to word it.
Yeah, I wouldn't, even if you're talking on your stories, I personally wouldn't say it's $20 off all month, because all that's going to do is make people just wait. Like they'll just be like, I got all month. And then, you know, we all know time flies. So it's like way better to just be talking about what's happening right now. Like, you know, I have this challenge group on the 19th. So for me, that's what I'm talking about. And so my enrollment ends what is Sunday, the 10th, 9th, this Sunday. And so I will be talking about how, you know, people that sign up by Sunday save $20. Like, you know, just talk about what's right now. And it's like Kate said, it's not lying. It's just keeping people's attention on what we're dealing with right now. Because if you give them too many choices and too many, you know, dates and too long of a time frame, you're going to lose people in the mix. So it's just, you got to create a little bit of urgency, whether it's, next 5 people, or I even heard a coach keep talking about Colleen today, but I like saw her stories and she was like, I have a coach opportunity call today at 4:30 only. And I thought that was funny because I'm sure she has like all day to like do coach opportunity calls, but she worded it in a way to create, exclusivity and, like make yourself seem like it's harder to get, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was cute, and it's not lying. It's just wording it in a way to create a little bit more interest and be like, oh, okay, well, there's a limited time. I should act on this. And that's why it's important to always have a challenge group date that you're inviting to, because that can literally get people excited. Like they can be like, okay, yeah, the 19th. Okay, I could do this, instead of being like, few days before Thanksgiving, we're going to start a fitness challenge. It's like just getting them excited. So then when Thanksgiving or whatever day Christmas comes up, we'll like deal with that then. Like, let's just deal with right now, getting people excited about right now.
And one thing with that too, I want you guys to think about stores that you see that always has sales. One that comes to mind for me is American Eagle or Aerie. Like their jeans and their shorts are always buy one, get one 50% off. I've never walked by that store and not seen that. And they always like create that hype around it. It's the same freaking thing with this deal. And when you're talking about it and with this, I really want you guys to create urgency now. And please pretend right now is the end of the month, because this month is different. This month, people start going into holiday spending mode, and I've already been getting those objections. I think it's a bad idea for me to invest in myself with the holidays starting. So it's very, 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 I'm going to add like 1,000 more varies, important that you hit Success Club before Thanksgiving. There will be a Black Friday sale that Beachbody does, but it isn't like challenge packs. The challenge packs and completion packs are already an insane freaking deal right now. So really leverage that. But also, and plus you don't get Success Club points for what they're going to leverage for the Black Friday sale. You will get commissions and volume and all that good stuff. But like, no, this is the deal right now, and this is what you want to leverage, because as soon as Thanksgiving week starts, people black out because they think Black Friday, they think about the holidays. And so it's really important that, and you start tailoring your posts around that, being like investing in your health this season instead of buying a bunch of shit on Black Friday that nobody needs. Nobody needs 5 more pairs of socks. Like nobody, I don't know, like those Black Friday deals, I'm already seeing people advertising online for Black Friday deals. So you could even say, this is a season of giving, and I want to help women invest in their health and fitness. So the first 5 women who join me this month get $20 off enrollment. Just something to like tailor it around this season, because you want people to invest in themselves. You want people to feel rewarded for what they're doing, and it's a really freaking good deal. And I've literally been breaking it down. I'm like, this is like the time to join. There is no better time to join, especially again, like bringing it back. The holidays are only a couple days, and it's just really important that you guys also see, like, I'm gonna keep hitting it hard all month long, and I'm sure I will still get a bunch of people hopefully who join at the end of the month, but I'm not even counting on that now. I'm just focusing on now, because the holidays always throw a wrench into things. It always like messes with people, and like they get weird. We all know that. You all see social media. We all see like, what happens. And so it's really important that this month especially, don't hit the end of the month hard. Like, yes, do, but like work like now is the end of the month, so that you can get Success Club locked in. I would say, when is Thanksgiving this year?
The 22nd.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I would try to get Success Club locked in no later than next Thursday, which is the 15th. And that's plenty of time. But like I literally would push for it by then and pretend the 15th is the end of the month. And then we are going to be hosting a coach opportunity group. What did you say we were going to call it? Christmas bonus or something like that?
I don't know. Something. I wanted to do something about giving yourself a bonus.
Yeah, we were talking about something, but we're going to be hosting our coach opportunity group, the 26th through the 28th. Is that when we're doing it?
Yeah. It's the Monday after
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So those 3 days.
So that'll be really good. If you lock in Success Club by the 15th, then you can use the rest of the month to focus on coaching invites and getting people into that group and getting people started as coaches, and not like stressing out about that.
Yeah. And use it as a way, talk about it just about like, to your prospects, your friends, your family, your Instagram, your stories, whatever. Talk about it as a way to help you stay accountable for your fitness goals. Because obviously we're all trying to stay healthy through the holidays too. And so there's nothing wrong with, wording it in that way. Like, let's enjoy the holidays, but let's also reach goals. Let's, and talk about the program you've been doing. Talk about if you're going to recommit, talk about all that stuff, because that's really, really motivating and inspiring. And I've, been sharing my workouts, and I've been purposefully sharing more about nutrition and my workouts. Because number one, I don't have a lot of physical stuff to show right now because of the pregnancy, but I'm still not slowing down, even though I physically can't do as much and I can't be like abs. I can do throwback photos, but I can just show that I'm modifying and I'm showing up and I'm still cooking healthy, and I'm going to show that I'm enjoying my holidays. And I want you all to enjoy your time with your family and stuff. You shouldn't be like stressing out the week of Thanksgiving about your Success Club, so it's like hitting it sooner and just talk about it every day. Like literally, if you just talk about it in your stories every day, it can make a big difference. And create posts around it. Like make sure that it is very clear to everyone that you are doing a fitness program and we're working on your health and nutrition. Like, please, because people need it.
And with that too, when you're talking about it, Amy always suggests like alternating. So do a call to action post. Then the next day do a invite like video on your stories. Then the next day do a drop your email little thing. Then the next day do a poll, like alternate. So you're constantly like inviting and you're constantly getting people's attention. And again, even if people aren't voting on your polls or aren't dropping their email, the people who you see watching your stories day after day, those are the people who you're going to be like, hey girl, I just want to reach out because I see you watching my stories and I have this group coming up and I would love for you to do this with me. Let me know if you're interested in getting healthy with me this holiday season. I promise you it's way more fun than watching from the sidelines. Like creating your own results is way more fun. So like constantly having that though, and being that light right now. But I also want you guys to think about it from a different aspect too. So yes, you want to lock in Success Club by the 15th. But since we talked about like a Christmas bonus, I know the holidays are freaking stressful. If like, raise your hand if you've ever been stressed out by the holidays. It's like, raise your hand if you've ever been victimized by Virginia George. It's the same thing as like the holidays. Especially, I used to work in retail, literally the scariest time of year to work in retail or customer service jobs. And it makes me really motivated to help everybody become coaches so they can get the hell out of that. But I also want to say, like, it's the time of everybody working overtime, everybody being stressed out about how they're going to afford Christmas presents. And if that is you, know that you have a solution right here with your business. And that, like, use your business to create that extra income for yourself for this Christmas so you don't have to stress out. Think about, like, so right now, challenge packs are $140. I'm pretty sure you still get a $40 commission. You still get a $40 commission for, like, the challenge packs. So that's still like $40 per challenge pack. That's Christmas. That could be a Christmas present or go towards a Christmas present. But I want you guys to literally think about that. Like, not thinking about people as like dollar signs or like Success Club points, but thinking about how by helping people get started, you can also, like, you're making this a business and you're creating a less stressful situation for yourself and for your family. Maybe you want to be able to afford nice things or like be able to buy an organic turkey. Those things are fucking expensive, man. I'm always surprised. Or like, I make these paleo pecan pie bars every year and it's like $50 just to make those freaking bars just because
pecans are so expensive.
And then I have to buy organic honey and I use like there's no corn syrup in my recipe. I'll share my recipe with you guys, but there's like this much honey. It's ridiculous. It's the best thing ever. I'm a pecan pie junkie. I used to eat like an entire pecan pie to myself, like all full of crap. So these bars are like way better and they're paleo. So I'm like, they're healthy. Not really, but you know, and I pay this much every month, every Thanksgiving to make them because they're my favorite thing ever. But like, it's just thinking about those little things and not being stressed out over the holidays, not being able to afford that without thinking about like, oh shit, what else is going to come out of my account? Like, can I afford to buy this turkey? Can I afford to like do this? Can I afford to, you know, do all these things and buy these Christmas presents for myself, or get whatever what you need to get for Christmas for your others, or fly home to visit people. Like, think about those things too. Think about not only how your business, yes, like I think sometimes coaches, I think sometimes you guys detach what this business is. Like, you detach Success Club from reality and what it can do for your paycheck. It's almost like I realized I was talking to a coach about it, and I felt like she thought about it as like a game or something. Like, she was like, I have to hit Success Club, and it just was like Success Club. It didn't actually mean what it means. Like, it's changing lives, it's paying it forward, but it's also creating an income for herself. And I'm like, when you see it as that, and what that money that you're giving, that you're creating for yourself, that, you know, business that you're creating and that income that you're creating each month can do for you, like, really think about that. Because I think sometimes we detach from that. We think about, oh, we just have to hit Success Club, and we just think about that, and you don't focus on what that income can actually do for you. So I think sometimes it's figuring out what motivates you and what like pushes you forward. But for me, like, being able to afford nice things and not stress out about the holidays, like, that is a very big motivator for me. So if you're like somebody who isn't motivated by hitting Success Club, because I realize there are those people who don't get it. And it's just basically, if you guys don't realize this, yes, it's a point system, but it's a reward system from Beachbody to help recognize you for building your business. And it's just like, you get gifts every month. I got a t-shirt the other day, you know, from last month for helping people. And it's a really cool reward system that we have that just reflects what we do. But also remember that while you're hitting Success Club, you're also building a residual income for yourself. So.
Yes. Yeah, because it's that it really compounds. If you're helping 3 people a month, every month, your income will continue to raise. You'll get free gifts. I mean, you can win a trip. So it's it is like, yeah, like Kate said, it's a point system. It's numbers, and it can be confusing because why does this equal points and this doesn't, and you know, all that. But that's why I like to just stick. I mean, anything that's 90 PV or higher, we talked about this last week, I think we were like clarifying, but on Home Direct is worth 2 points. But if you just think of it as a challenge pack, you know, that is the best deal for them. They're going to get everything they need, the workouts, Shakeology, the meal plan, your support for, you know, the workouts at least for a year, at least Shakeology for a month. Then you're rewarded. And if you help, if it's just 3 people, I mean, that's paying for your Shakeology. That's what, if it's, so normally it's like $50 a challenge pack, but right now it's going to be $40, we think, because it's just less expensive.
I think
but
$50 though if they sign up as a coach.
Okay. So anyways, you know, you're up to $150 right there. That's more than your Shakeology. Do that in November, do that again in December, and you've like earned your Shakeology and you have extra money for Christmas. And your accountability is going to go way up. You know, we talk a lot, and I sometimes I feel bad because I'm always like, yeah, become a coach, get this community. But then sometimes people join as coaches and they peace out. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Because you have to want the community too. Like, you have to want to be part of it, and it can hold you accountable if you let it. And the way it's going to hold you accountable is if you are actually helping other people. You're not just going to get extra accountability from showing up on these calls. Yes, that does help. But if you sign up just one person, like, your accountability changes, like your mindset changes. All of a sudden, you know, you got your little buddy that you signed up, and like, that is really, really powerful. And it makes you step up as, you know, not even, I mean, yes, as a leader, but as just even more. It makes, for me anyways, it's always made me, yes, I wanted to like show up for Kate and be a good coach to her, for her, because she was my upline. But what really got me going was just helping 3 people a month, because it was like, okay, no matter what, yeah, Kate checks on me, but like, after a while, you guys know, like, if you're under me, like, I'm checking in on you, but not, you kind of like get to the next level, and that accountability changes. And the only way I think that you really get that is if you're signing people up, because I think it can start to feel like, I don't know, like people kind of fall through the cracks because they're like, well, I'm a coach now, and like, I don't know what I should be doing. But I promise you, if you just help those 3 people, it's like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm helping people.
And that reminded me of a quote I just shared on my social media yesterday. But people will quit on you, but you have to get up every day and make sure you don't quit on yourself. And so, yes, people quit in this business, especially this time of year. It is very, very common. But also, like, I get up every day and make sure I don't quit on myself. But I also do it for all the people that I know I'm still inspiring. And that is like what you have to remember. It is like, it's so what has held me accountable to my fitness journey for the last however many years. Like, I get up, I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for the team. I'm doing it for everybody else who I can potentially help by showing up for myself. So I really want to encourage you guys, like, don't just do it for you. Yes, you do it for you first and foremost, for your health, for your fitness, for whatever it is that makes you show up so you can be a better mom, a better partner, a better significant other, a better friend, a better aunt, a better daughter, whatever. But also, like, show it up because you have the tools and you can really help somebody with this. And like, you can really inspire somebody with this. And if it weren't for Amy showing up, I wouldn't be here. If it weren't for me showing up, Amber might not be here. Like, you know, it's a really cool ripple effect to think about.
Yeah. And even the people that you don't sign up yet, you know, maybe eventually they'll sign up, and I'll get messages from people that have never signed up, but they still thank me for being inspiring in some way. And that's pretty amazing too. So you never know who's silently watching, who's just needed that, whatever, the quote you shared, the workout you shared, like, it's pretty powerful what we do. So don't forget that.
And it's cool because like, it opens up so many other opportunities too. And like, I really want to encourage you guys, and I told Amber about this thing that I'm doing this weekend, this morning, but hopefully you guys are getting outside your comfort zone and not hiding behind your phone and social media. Like, you're talking to people in real life, you're talking to people at the grocery store, if you're picking up your kids from school. I don't really go out on the weekends. I was going to say, when you go out, like, I'm really a homebody. I don't do that much, but I'm like, maybe you take your cats for a walk. I don't know, like, whatever you do. I've tried, okay? I don't know. I'm so awkward. I don't know why. I need to get out more. When I work from the coffee shop, Katie gets me, you guys. I just want to know, like, she hangs out with the cats too. But like, even okay. But like, whatever you do to get out, when I go to a coffee shop, I always talk to the baristas because I can relate. I used to work as a barista. I was going to say as coffee. That doesn't make sense. But like, I always like talk to people. And so I try also to say yes to more situations that get me outside my comfort zone and get me in situations to talk to people, which I hate doing, by the way. I'm like, I love being around coaches. I love being around the people that like know me and my friends and like bring me up. But I'm like, I get the worst anxiety about being around people that I don't know. And I was invited to do this collaboration for, basically it's this app that helps fitness-minded people help find local fitness-minded people and do like fit things, which is really cool. And I was asked to like give my feedback with a bunch of other like fitness influencers who are local, and like, but there's people who are like athletes and like fitness models who are going, and we have to do a workout and there's a fitness photo shoot, and I literally want to vomit. And I'm not being like self-deprecating because I'm like, like, I'm not like, I know I'm fit. I know it's not that, but like the idea of being around a bunch of other people and working out with like people in a giant setting. Like, I was like, I haven't worked out with like men and women. And I was like, wait, Super Saturday, wait, like they're like, I do, but it's like scary. It's outside my comfort zone. I really didn't want to, like, I wanted to say yes, cause there's this free sports bra and free acai bowl. And I'm like, free food and a free sports bra. Yes. But also I'm like terrified because my photos are going to be used for this thing. And I'm like, I'm probably going to be the least fit person there. But the reason why I'm doing it isn't for any of the reasons above. Yes, I want the sports bra. Yes, I want the acai bowl. But I think about networking because all these other people who are there, like, and there's like 2 dudes and the rest are chicks, and they're all into fitness. And I'm like, oh, these could be potential coaches. These could be potential like people who I work with or who I like create this relationship with. So I really want to encourage you guys this month to say yes to things that get you outside your comfort zone and that get you talking about the coaching opportunity. And like, even if it makes you deathly uncomfortable, like this weekend makes me deathly uncomfortable, I'm going to do it because it's like an opportunity to talk to people. And even people who I used to probably, if I would have looked at these people before, I would have been like, oh, I can't invite this person to coaching. They wouldn't want to do it. They're already in the fitness industry. They already have this thing. But like, I've seen personal trainers rock this. I see people every walk of life, like, rock this business. And I know it can benefit everybody. So I never hold it back from anybody. So I am going to talk about it, even if I'm really awkward about it. And I probably will end up talking about my cats and like a weirdo, you know, but I do.
Yeah, and if you're looking good and feeling good and you're showing up to holiday parties and or work party, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what.
I'm like, what do people do?
What do people do? There's work parties. You might see family, cousins, I don't know, aunts, uncles you haven't seen in a while. They might be like, oh, you look good. And you can be like, oh, I've been doing this at-home workout program while you're eating your Thanksgiving dinner or whatever. So it's like, yeah, just don't be afraid to talk about it. And when I first started, I was doing hair full time, and I started physically changing, and just my energy changed too, though. Like, I think I just had a different, I don't know, I was happier, and my skin looked better. I just like looked better, and I was starting to lose weight. But, you know, people would be like, what are you doing? And if you feel, you know, if you're feeling like it's a weird moment to break into your Beachbody spiel, or you don't have your elevator pitch down yet, it's totally okay to be like, oh, I'm doing these online fitness programs. I've been helping other people do it with me. I could totally tell you about it later. You know, that's what I did. It worked for me. I would just be like, yeah, I'll totally shoot you a message later. I'll tell you more about it. Just so it would be like, okay, cool. That buys me a little bit of time, and I don't have to word vomit on them or make it weird or like take away from like what we're also talking about. So then I never wanted people to feel like I was selling to them. These are people that I knew, you know? And that worked, you know, and I could still send them an email. They still got into my email list that way. And I was able to I didn't sit there and script them with a million questions, but I like broke it down and simplified it, and signed up a lot of people that way. So you never know who you're going to see by saying yes to more social things, and who you'll see this holiday season, about, you know, that it could just come up organically, and then it could become a conversation, even a text conversation later. So get out there.
And that's why I think it's important to like make sure you're sharing about it on your social media, because I mean, most of the time you do just see more people around the holidays. You are putting yourself out there more. And if you're showing up on your social media, people are going to wonder what you're doing and ask. And whether you have I think even just being able to say, oh yeah, I'm doing these at-home workouts. I have this online home-based fitness business that I'm running, and I help women reach their goals. Or men or women or whatever your target market is. I always say women because I don't ever work with men. But like, just like something little and being like, yeah, can I get send me an email, or can I get your email, or friend me on Facebook if we're not already friends, or I'll send you like, it doesn't have to be this long elevator speech. I can't talk. I literally just want to put my head down. I'm normally better when I talk to people in person than that. But, you know, like, it just, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have something crazy lined up. Just being able to say that, I think it's huge. And like friending people on Facebook, but yeah, getting out there and not hiding behind our phones. Have a 3-foot rule where if you go out, what?
Sorry, I was going to say, if it's with older people, then you usually are like, you know, P90X or Insanity. And they're like, wow, Tony Horton. So true. A lot when I'm at like social events, someone's like, Amber does Beachbody, and then someone will be like, oh. It's always so like, kill me now. But
I still say that though. I'm like, I'm still like, I sometimes say 21 Day Fix, but I'm like P90X Insanity because that's what people know.
Yeah,
it is like sometimes 21 Day Fix.
I have to tell this story really quick, but like, me and Kate hosted a coach opportunity like thing in the park last August, where it was supposed to be like, we wanted to have like a picnic and a workout, and we invited people that were not customers or coaches just to like, I don't know, try to build community. A few people showed up. It was very small. So we didn't do a workout because there's like 4 of us. But there was this guy, there was like a quinceañera happening, and this like photographer was taking photos, and then he took a picture of us. And Kate loves the story. So Kate and the girls that I was with were like, go ask that guy for our picture. And so I ran up to him. I ended up like exchanging information with him because all I wanted was our photo, our group photo. And he ends up following me on, he follows me on Facebook, comments all the time. Somehow we exchanged numbers. I think I was just trying to, I don't know what happened. But then like months later, he was like, Amber, where are you? Do you still go to the park? And I'm like, what? No. And then, anyway, so like over a year later, I'm at Target. I look like hell. I'm like by myself at a Target near me. So not a lot of people are out at this Target. And I hear Amber. And it's Jesse, the Mexican photographer. And he like pulls me over to his entire family, who is like, what? He's married. He's not like hitting on me. He's like married. He's an older guy and he's married and he's got like 5 daughters. And he's like, this is Amber. She does Beachbody. And then, and I've been telling them to stop eating the carbs and telling them to stop. And I'm like in the middle of a Target, like dying because I don't look very good. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. And yes, you can have carbs. Like, don't listen to him. And like, it was just like the most awkward thing. But I don't know why I had to tell that story because I just
that
think
was the best text. I'm crying.
And then I texted Kate. And I was like, guess who I just ran into at Target, and I had to meet his whole family and talk about Beachbody. It was really fun. Put on the spot. But it was just like, you never know who you're going to meet, I guess. And like, maybe, I mean, his teenage daughter looked like she was just as mortified. And she might've been like 19 or something, but she was like, I felt like we both wanted to die, but like, you never know, like maybe she'll reach out to me, about doing a challenge. She actually was like, I'd done the 21-day fix, Dad, God, go away. And I was like, oh, did you have a coach? And she did it. So I was like trying to, it's like sometimes people do the programs, they don't do them correctly. Like they didn't have the community, or they didn't follow the meal plan or something. So that could actually turn into something, but you never know who you're going to meet when you're out doing beach fun stuff.
Well, and that kind of it wasn't a fail, but it wasn't like we expected like some big event, and it was like 5 of us or 6 of us, and it was fun though. And that's what like showing you guys, like we get out of our comfort zone and do weird shit all the time just to like meet people. That reminds me though, one day I was randomly like working and like in the middle, I think I was like actually working out, and I get a phone call from my dad, and he's like, hey, I'm talking to this girl about what you do. And like he puts this random stranger on the phone. I was like, you should do what my daughter's doing. And I was like, hello. It was like the weirdest thing. But like that's why you tell people what you do and you create that connection. You never know. It's just a funny way of like putting yourself out there. And I think sometimes we just think that our business has to be run through our phones and through social media, but so many people you can connect with like in real life and just by putting yourself out there.
Yeah. And you can be awkward and it's fine.
Yeah. I'm extremely awkward all the time. Does anybody have any questions or anything? By the way, in case you guys forgot, and I do this plug every team call, Amber and I are doing Miracle Mornings. Every morning we're up at 6 and we're hosting. Eden's still butthurt. So if you can be on these calls for Eden, because Eden can't make it right now. But she really wishes she was on our Miracle Morning. So basically we get up, and at 6:30 to 7:30, we do a meditation, we do affirmations, gratitude, and then we work or do personal development, or Amber's worked out. Like we just do different things, and it's that hour, and it's community. Most mornings it's just been Amber and I. Today it was Amber, Amanda, and I, which is really awesome, not awkward. And then the day before it was like Kel, Amber, and I. But it'd be cool to see more faces on there. We are not morning people. We are trying to be morning people, I will just say. But we are making it work for our businesses. Like we're like, you and I are full-time coaches. We could sleep in. We definitely could, but we're trying to be more productive and also trying to lead by example. So it's a fun thing, or we're trying to make it fun. We end up laughing half the time through meditation.
Yeah, and there's no pressure. Like you're not, even if you're just on there and you want to just not talk and do something, it's not like we're going to put anyone on the spot. Like don't be scared. We're literally just like, we have a little bit of structure. Like she said, we do 5 minutes meditation. And it's sometimes funny. I'm trying to find them on YouTube. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they're good. We do our gratitude and then we just have like free time. But it's just that showing up for that hour and getting some work done. And I don't know, there's just something, like you guys are on this call live. There's something about being, I don't know, the energy of just like being there helps. Somebody asked if we recorded it and I was like, you wouldn't want to watch the recording. It would just be such a waste of your life. Like you need to be there.
Half the time I'm like there in the first like 5 minutes, like I'm not awake yet.
We're not awake. I'm going to make coffee. Okay, hold on here. We're going to do the meditation now. I hated that meditation.
And my cat's doing weird shit in the back. Hey,
it's fun. You guys should come.
You guys should join. But yeah, I try to make myself go to bed around 10:30 or 11. I was like 9:30 the first week and I was really good. Now I'm trying to get to bed by like 10:30 or 11 every night to wake up.
I don't sleep anymore, so it's cool.
That's cool.
I can't sleep. I sleep in like hours. It's hour, like whatever breaks. So I think I went to bed at midnight and got up at 6. I feel the same as every other day. Like it doesn't matter. I can't sleep right now. It's really annoying. Okay. Well, thanks for being on the call, guys. Hopefully that gives you some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Good night.
Bye. Thank you guys.